Hi everyone, this is Shannon from theirishscrapper.com, and today I thought I would share some new product with you. This is a new suite that is coming in our new catalog starting January 4th, and this stamp set is called Free as a Bird. It is just adorable. They have some great sentiments in here and some great images for either stamping or coloring. So today I made this sweet little card using some of the designer series paper as well as the new dies that you can purchase with this set. These dies are the stitched nested label dies, and look at these beautiful sized labels. I mean, you go from very large to very little. They are just so much fun. So we're going to use those today as well. And then we have this one piece here that just gives us a straight line of stitching, which I love because that's very versatile in our card making. So let's go ahead and jump in and let's talk about the products. I am using a piece of thick Whisper White. This is 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4. I have a piece of Petal Pink that is cut 4 by 5 1/4. And then I have a piece of the designer series paper, and let me just check myself. It's 3 1/4 by 4. This is this is Bird Ballad designer series paper. I wanted to call it Freebird, which is the set. So let me show you this paper once again. I did show this on my unboxing video, but there are just some gorgeous papers in this set. I just love them. Let me make sure I get all of them here. Don't want to miss any for you guys. Yeah, so here we go. So hopefully you can see those. This one is one of my particular favorites. I love the ones with the birds, and this one too, that's a little bit ombre and a little subtle. You have some stripes here, which could be used with multiple colors. The flowers are gorgeous. These are little keys, little feathers, bird cages. Here's a different bird than what is in the stamp set. Here's a lovely piece as well. And then this one is, these are actually feet, I think, but it's hard to tell that in the designer series paper, so you could probably use that however you'd like. Gorgeous set of paper. Alright, and then I'm going to use a scrap of Whisper White for our label, and then I have one of our Whisper White envelopes. For our Stampin' Blends, I am using the Petal Pink combo and the Pool Party combo. And then I have our Early Espresso ink pad, which I'm going to use. You could use your Memento since you're coloring with the blends. I will show you what happens when you don't use the Memento, because it's faint, but you can see it. The Memento is meant to be used with the alcohol markers. Our regular ink pads are not, because they kind of smudge or smear a little bit. So I know it'll be kind of hard to see, but right here in the detail of the feathers, you can kind of see by using the Early Espresso how it's kind of smudged a little bit. But I'm okay with that look for this particular card. Alright, so let's start with our die cutting. Alright, we're going to grab the Big Shot. And let me grab our 2 dies. Okay, so what I'm going to do here is out of my Petal Pink base, the 4 by 5 1/4, I am actually going to cut my larger nested label out of. So we are essentially going to be layering the paper like this. So with that in place, I can kind of get an idea of how to angle my label so that it'll be right behind my designer series paper. So that's just a great way to use that paper without cutting another piece. So let's roll that through. Alright, so now we have our beautiful label. Look how lovely those stitches are. Alright, let me grab my scrap of Whisper White. And we'll go ahead and put down our smaller label. Let's run that through. Okay. And then we are going to use that straight piece of stitching from the set here. And I'm going to bring back that designer series paper again just to help me kind of with placement. Okay, so I think that's about straight. So I'm going to put my little piece of stitched right here. And I might need to get this piece of washi tape to hold it in place for me. My other plate, we're going to run that through. Okay, and then I'm going to lift up this washi tape with my die. Since I don't have this adhered, I'm just going to be careful. Alright, and then let's place this one now on the other edge of that designer series paper. So maybe, let me bring it on this side. This might be easier for you all to see. I know it's kind of challenging on camera. Okay, so that is lined up on one side. Now I'm going to put the die on the other side of my designer series paper. Put down that washi, and we will run it through. So then we'll have a little stitched edge on both sides. Just be gentle, taking your washi back off, and then you can see there is our two lines. Okay, so we're done with the big shot. Let's move that out of our way. Alright, we can bring back in our card base. And the thick Whisper White is a heavier stock, so it's perfect for card bases. It's got a nice weight to it. Now we can adhere our designer series paper. A finger there caught. You could use your liquid glue here as well. Alright, so I'm going to just make sure I cover up my spot where I die cut. That looks good. Alright, we want to grab a piece of our ribbon. So this is one of the new ribbons. This is an organdy striped ribbon. This is in Petal Pink. And then we're just going to cut enough just to wrap around our layer there. I'm going to grab myself a little piece of Scotch tape. Alright, so now I'm going to adhere this down to the front of our thick Whisper White. The colors are just so soft and gorgeous. Okay. Alright, now we can focus on our label. So with our little Whisper White label, I'm going to grab our stamps. We're going to use that Early Espresso ink like I mentioned. And I'm going to ink up the little leaf first. And we're going to place that off to the side here. Okay, there's a couple little flowers in here. Let me reuse that black. Hold on. Get that stamp off of there. We're going to use this little flower that's budding. We're going to stick one, I think, coming out of that side. And then one over here. That looks good. And then this one is the full flower. And I'm going to try to fit that right in there. Okay, then we're going to grab our bird. And this is going to go off the paper, or off the label rather, just a hair. So let me grab myself a scratch piece. Alright, and then we are going to fit our little birdie in right there. Okay. Alright, and now we can do some of our coloring. Oh, and I did forget, we also used Old Olive, and this is the light Old Olive for the leaves. So I'm going to go ahead and... Alright, let's come back with the dark petal pink. Alright, now for our birdie, we are going to color the bottom in with the light petal pink. Okay, I'm going to come in with the light pool party now. Love this color combo. And we'll come back in. Okay. I'm going to come back with the dark petal pink and just make a little bit of shading here. I think I'll do the same with the dark pool party. Just give him a little bit of shading, and look at that. Isn't that pretty? I just love it. Alright, let's layer these together. These are going to be one of my new favorite go-to labels. I mean, I've been using the rectangles a ton, but I can see myself using these a lot as well. They're just a great shape, and with all the different sizes, I just love them. Alright, so let's lay that right down here in the center. I'm going to flip this over and just give it a press from the back. Alright, and then we're going to use this cute little sentiment that says, "Thanks for being you," with the Early Espresso. And we are going to stamp that right there in the bottom right corner. And then, as you guys know, I don't ever leave my envelopes naked. So I just took our Whisper White envelope and I re-stamped the bird. I put a little post-it on the inside so that the Stampin' Blends don't bleed through. And then I colored it identical to the bird here on the front of the label. So I hope you guys enjoyed this little sneak peek of the new products that's coming. If you are not on my catalog mailing list, you can find more information about that in the description of this video. And I will put up a supply list as soon as I can. Once these products are available, they will become available June 4th to customers. So if you do need a catalog to get your wish list and shopping lists ready, please reach out. I'd be happy to help you with that if you do not already have a demonstrator. And I look forward to being back with you real soon. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.